no surprise, have extreme discomfort with the elimination of programs that serve youth. I will speak more later about the long-term impacts of that because they are significant. And the city has already experienced the damage that is done when we pull the plug on youth programming. Specifically speaking to the swimming and water polo programs that Councilmember Von Wilpert mentioned, I appreciated the breakdown of kind of the prioritization there. Certainly, the Learn to Swim programs are incredibly important. But I think that part of what's been frustrating for me is the false choice. It's similar to libraries. You shouldn't be having to choose between, providing youth programming and letting people go. I do have I am very curious to see how we can prioritize minimizing the damage to vulnerable populations, to our youth, who I think almost everyone here often says should be our one of our top priorities, by delaying new additions to the budget. That seems like a relatively a less painful way to get to where we need to be in terms of our numbers. It's not just because I was a swimmer and water polo coach, but those recreational opportunities. That's not just like the hour that they're in the pool and it's fun and games. There is a just huge social benefit to providing young people with recreational opportunities that is such a small. The return on investment there is hard to find in other places in our budget. Similarly, the elimination of some of our after-school programming in teen centers, I can't get behind that either. Understand that you were, presented with a difficult task, Andy, in terms of what to prioritize. But again, I think the question that is sitting with me is who we are prioritizing, and in what order we are making folks sacrifice. I just have a couple more questions, Chair. The boiler at Colina del Sol, is there funding for that right now?
Yes, the Department of General Services plans to purchase it this summer with the new budget starting on the 1st of the year, and then we'll have it installed. Colina del Sol can open as soon as we get some sunny days going, so let's hope for a limited June gloom and for a lot of sun to heat up that pool, get it open.
Okay. So I will hope for that as well. But I am struck by how often in this budget conversation we are hoping for things that are critical to people who have been neglected by this city for a long time. The Colina del Sol pool, I would challenge someone to find a pool in the state that serves a more diverse population than that particular pool. And to the point about providing swimming opportunities for safety reasons, there was a young man who had just graduated from Crawford High School, I believe about a year and a half ago, or about a year ago, who lost his life swimming at a San Diego beach. Crawford High School is right next to Colina del Sol. We need to do better than hoping that the sun will heat up the pools that serve our most diverse communities, our most neglected communities. That's not on you, but I hope we understand as a city what it sounds like when we are hoping that things just kind of naturally get better for folks who've been perpetually underserved, neglected, and ignored by this city for so long. So I see the opportunities here to correct for the damage the human damage that will be done. I see the opportunities there for the revise, and certainly hope the revise will include those changes so that we can make sure that we minimize the human damage that would occur based on what's presented. Thank you, Chair.